to Catherine's Garden. It's so good to have you here with me today. Good morning. I love marigolds. Look at my beautiful yellow marigolds that are coming out bursting with joy. Aren't they beautiful? And do you know that marigolds are great for beneficial insects? Yeah, they really are a great assistance in the garden, especially in the vegetable garden. Right now I have the marigolds planted here in this pot in my deck, but it also adds so much color and bloom. Now this particular marigold is yellow, however, it just looks so great here with these petunias and also nasturtiums and the coleus. Yeah, see the yellow in the coleus? Yeah, and then the yellow. They play off of one another really well. That's why I like to have marigolds in my garden. I'm going to take you around and we're going to look at the marigolds in the garden. Marigolds are such a beautiful plant. They add color, they add fragrance, and they also protect our vegetables and our flowers. When you add marigolds to your garden, you're going to get so much from them, and they bush out really fast, and they allow things around them to grow. So come with me as I walk around the garden and I show you my different marigolds, and then later on in the season I'm going to show you how they end up, because in the fall they're going to add so much fall color to the garden. I planted these two marigold plants here next to the cabbage, and I don't know if they're going to help, but it is said that they help to repel certain pests while still attracting beneficial insects, and that marigolds and other plants draw beneficial insects that prey on pests or pollinate crops in the garden by providing habitat or breeding grounds for the insects. And so I am just hoping that this marigold plant here will assist my cabbage. They're actually looking so much better. See that? Less holy. Yeah, the cabbage seems to be getting a little assistance through the marigolds. Yeah. At one point, it seemed like the poor cabbages were being decimated by the bugs. But right now, with these cool temperatures, because it's fairly cool here in zone 6 in the Boston area, I woke up to 59 degrees. So these cabbages may have a chance to actually create a head. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. So I'm hoping that the marigolds will help. And I really like this color of this marigold. The other thing with marigolds is that they seed very well, and I'll be able to even just try and see if I can start some fresh plants for this fall. Bring me into the fall season. Because of the marigold's wonderful flower and quick bloom, it also works so well here with these coleus here. See that? And I know that it's gonna just add color to this whole garden here. So I planted one here, and I also planted another one over here. It'll take a little while, but I can see some buds coming in to go with this coleus. So this whole garden area is going to look so pretty with the addition of the marigold. And then the marigold, for the cool season, fall season ahead, I will still have color because they can stand cool temperatures. And if this morning is any sign of cool temperatures coming, it's this morning. It was a cool morning from 86 in the daytime to 59 in the early mornings to now about 60, 61, and then it's going to be a high of 86, I think. So we really need these marigolds to kick in so that I can have fall color. Isn't that beautiful? Now here is another type of marigold, vanilla marigold, and it's a little larger than the ones that I have in the other side of the garden. And I planted them with the tomatoes here that are starting to really come into effect, and also with the cabbage, so that they can provide some protection from pests. They say that marigolds are great for that, for pest protection, and that they're a great companion plant. And so I put it here with these tomatoes, with the cabbage, and my cabbage is doing so much better. Look at the new fresh leaves here. There's something eating it up, but it seems like this marigold is really helping with the process. And I love it with the design. See? Yeah. And it's really kicking in nicely here. I can see a lot of new fresh blooms coming in. Very pretty. I love this marigold. I think I will plant it again next year. I decided to plant the marigolds in this wonderful vegetable patch that I created. And that way they can assist in protecting the plants, the delicate plants, from bugs. Because I found that I was having a lot of problems with bugs eating the leaves of these different turnips and vegetables that I planted here. So I think the strong smell of the marigolds are helping and making a difference in this garden, because I don't see that problem happening right here. Look at that. These leaves are in much better shape than the prior plantings. You see that? And I think it's because I added the marigold plants. By the way, I planted some beets here, and I start to see some growth. I'm starting to see some growth, some seeds. And I think it's them because I planted them in a row. And it looks like these seeds are coming up in this row. So that's a good sign. But I think that this companion planting of the marigolds will help to make sure that my plants have a chance. Now here you can see I planted beans here, bush beans, and my bush beans, the plants are coming up. I have a few that have some holes, but the majority of them are looking very nice here. They're bush beans. So that I'm going to continue to make sure that whenever I plant a garden, that I add the marigold plant to it. And as the season progresses, I'll have more flowers and it'll add some beauty as well. By the way, this squash plant, I think it's a pumpkin. Yeah, it is really trailing here. And it's putting out some beautiful, beautiful flowers. And these flowers are going to be pollinated because the marigold plant attracts pollinators to the garden, and that's going to benefit my pumpkins and squash. I also planted the marigolds in this bed as well. Look at that. My squash plants are trailing. Wow. They're having a time. Isn't that wonderful? I also planted my I also planted my marigolds in this garden, in the front bed with these vegetables. And you can see that the vegetables are coming in. You can see the eggplant there and the tomato, along with the basil that's already starting to seed, and squash. But having the marigolds in with this garden will help to protect them from predators, from insects and pests. And it has been said that the marigold's fragrance releases a strong scent that may mask the scent of vegetable plants. So marigolds in wide borders or in wide rows are really great for assisting in helping to protect our vegetables. But they also add such great beauty because they are good companions to this purple perilla, to the zinnias that are here, and just planting them in border fashion helps the garden and protects the vegetation. So, if you like this video, then like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. Do you have marigolds in your garden? And do you use them to in your vegetable patch to protect your vegetables? And do you like marigolds? Do you like the scent? Comment down below. Let me know. And if you haven't planted marigolds and you want to, it's not too late because they grow really rapidly and they're going to add so much life to your garden. So try it out. Try out marigolds. And there are different types and different kinds. I only grew a few types. And I particularly like the French style marigolds, the small ones. But they have huge giant marigolds as well. So try them out, and see you next time in Catherine's garden. Bye. Yeah, I love